Well, this is Baruch, and I'm here at the Tikkun Elevator call-out, and we're on page Kuf Kaf over here. Let's see if we can see it there. There you go. And we're going to start over here with, I guess, the number Nun Zion, and read some more about the Kriya Shema. That we'll be talking about the 4 different times that we say Kriya Shema. So you should have in mind, this is what we want to see, that the Kriya Shema, I don't know, sorry, say it, the plural, the Kriya Shema, they come in order that the most significant one is the one you say by Yotzer. The next one is going to be by Karbanot. The last or the middle, the third one is going to be by Mariv, and the fourth one is going to be by Kriya Shema Lamit. So let's see what they're going to say over here. L'chein yesh beKriya Shema shal Karbanos koach v'yacholas. So therefore, because it is daytime, it has the power, it has the ability l'hamshik shnei madregas beyachad to bring down onto itself 2 madregas of levush. V'hem mekifin the katnas. I said it wrong. It's not levush. Madregas biyachad. V'hem mekifin the katnas the ima. The mekifin of the katnas of ima. Benimim the katnas the abba, and also the beginning of getting from abba the benimim of the katnas of abba. Agvada shebebechinat cheres hem shava. But there's another way you could look at it. You could say that they're the same. So he said, "V'hu b'milas Yisrael." Now, Yisrael is one of the 2 magic words that we've learned over here. That when you say that word, mochin the katnas come in that were not there originally. Adayim aim bezer ampen kriya shema of the Karbanos. So at this time, when you say the word Yisrael and you're by Karbanos, Yosim Emasha Yesh Lo Kriya Shema the Aravit. He doesn't have more at this time than what normally would be the Kriya Shema at night. V'im calls it, but with all this, Godel Koach Kriya Shema the Karbanos. But in any case, the Kriya Shema the Karbanos is more important. Shehem Shichu Shnei Madregas Beyachad, because you're pulling 2 levels down at the same time. We're talking about Mochin the Katnas. Masha Ein came the Kriya Shema the Arvis. Shelohim Shicha Rak Madrega Achaz, that you're only able to bring 1 Madrega. So the Madregas go like this: is that there's a Panimi, and there is 2 Makifim. There are Makifim. There's a Makif of Abba, Makif of Ima, and there's a Panimi. So these all refer to the kata, to katnas. You have the same thing with Ima. You have a panimi of Ima, or panimi of katnas, and 2 levels of makifi, of katnas, but they're still the same katnas. Let's see what we have over here on number Nun Zayin. So should we not think there could be a Kriya Shema that we say, the very first one that we say in the daytime? We shouldn't think that it's weaker than the one that we say at nighttime. Yesh bo koach, it has the ability of yecholas, to bring down 2 levels at the same time, which are what? V'hem halamad mem dekatnas de ima. Okay, that's 1 level. That is the makifim of ima. V'hatzadi dekatnas the abba, but the tzadik, which is the benimi of abba, also comes. So it comes out like this: lifnei miras kriya shema, before you say the kriya shema. Hoya kriya shema the Kabbalah's chalosh yosem kriya shema shal arvis. It was weaker than the kriya shema that we say at nighttime. Yisrael, and then after you say the word Yisrael, then everything changes. The shnavach of a kriya shema shal karbanos in kriya shema shal tefilas arvis, and then they become equal, the 2 of them. So they're together. If you look at them, they're equal. Because of the one we say the first thing in the morning, before you say that, he only had the very minimum, which was left over from the Kriya Shema from the nighttime. That's all he had. But when he says the word Yisrael, then at that point he received the lamed and the memdekatnis to be. So first, all he had was the very minimum, but he says the word Yisrael, he gets the other 2 parts, that is the mekifim of Ima. But he also gets the penimius of the katnis of Abba. But before Kriya Shema Tfilas Arba, he had both the tzadi and the lamed mem of the tzalim. So, and when we say the word Yisrael, then Zer Anpin would get the tzadi dekatis the Abba. That's what would come in at that time. Now, let's see if there's a little bit more here that we could say. This is Nun Ches, and where is Nun Ches? There's Nun Ches. So then it says like this: Agamsha Akre Tevis Yisrael. Whereas we see that after you say the word Yisrael, remember this is a trigger word. Shavim Kriya Shemata Karbanos and Kriya Shemata Tefilas Arvis. They both had the same mochin inside of them. Because at the time that the word Yisrael is pronounced, the tzaddik dekatas the Abba, this is yesh lezecha b'tevis Yisrael ad tzaddik dekatas the Abba. Now let me read this again because I didn't understand it. So he says, Hagam sha'akre tevis Yisrael. So after you say the word Yisrael, shavim kriya shemata karbanos and kriya shemata tefilas arvis. So after that statement, they're equal. Because both of them, at the time that you say the word Yisrael, they have something inside it. So ad tzadi the katnas the Abba, they had the lamed, the tzadi and the lamed, the whole katnas of Ima, the tzalim of Ima, and they have the tzadi, the katnas of Abba. The hasaraka lamed member the katnas of Abba, and all they're missing to make a complete light would be the lamed member the katnas of Abba. But with all of this, the power of the Kriya Shema the Karbanos, Yoser Godel the Kriya Shema shal Arvis is going to be greater, even though that they both have the same number of Mochen Dekatas to start with. So the Kriya Shema the Karbanos, because when you say the Karbanos, it had the ability to bring down much more when he said the word Yisrael. What's it bring down? Shnei Medregas B'Yachad, two Medregas at the same time. That is, he brings in the Makifim of Ima, and he also brings in the Panimi of Abba. Masha Ein came to Kriya Shema the Arvis, which is not the case by the Kriya Shema the Arvis. Shelo Choya B'Kochel L'Chamshem B'Tevis Yisrael. It would only bring down from B'Tevis Yisrael Rock B'Drega Echad Belvad, only one B'Drega. Okay, so let's look at this last paragraph here and see where we go. So he said, the Kriya Shema the Karbanos. So we see that since the Kriya Shema the Karbanos, it has a Yisro, it has a plus, Hazeh al Kriya Shema the Arvis. So therefore, since it's in a better position, it has the power, to bring down from Madregas which are higher. That is, the Madregas that he brings in are for the Panemius of Eric Anpin. And then we say the milas echad, neknasim and makifin the kantas the Abba. Then you get all the makifin the kantas of Abba. Iba benimi the shesha kitzvos the godless the ima. Now we've been over through that before. Is that what happens in the Kriya Shema? Is by saying the words these words. That is the first word Yisrael. You bring in kantas. You say the word echad. Then this causes a what we call a concept, a mental concept of sacrificing your life, your nefesh, and offering that up to Hashem. So that idea goes. So when you say echad, that is that you are removing yourself and making attempting to make a yichud by lifting yourself up as if you were sacrificing yourself. Now let's see a little bit more here on number Nun Tes. Nun Tes says like this. Kavan Shakochel shall Kriya Shema the Karbanos. So since the power of Kriya Shema the Karbanos, who Yosem and Kriya Shema shall Arvis, it's more strong. Lagabe Mochin the Katas and Ignasi B'Tevis Yisrael, and specifically in regards to what Mochin the Katas come in when you say the magic word Yisrael. Came Kocho Yoser Godel, so it also has a greater power. Lagabe Mochin the Godless, in regards to the Mochin of Godless that are going to be pulled in. Haniknasim be'echad, which come in with the arba mises based in a sacrifice on the word echad. V'hu b'shebekriya shema the Karbanos, that is, and it's like this. That when you come to the Kriya Shema the Karbanos, mamshichin tipas hamochin the godless min the penimius Eric Anpin, you're able to pull down mochin wrapped in the lavush from the penimius of Eric Anpin. Masha Ein came with Kriya Shema Shal Tfilas Arvis, which is not the case by Arvis. Shema Mshichin Tipas Amochin, the godless, but there an Arvis, Men Chitzonius Eric Anpin, not from the Panemius of Eric Anpin, for the Chitzonius. Now, if it's confusing to anyone who listens about when we're using the word Panemim and what's his last word? He said Chitzonius. So you have a Panemius and a Chitzonius, and you have lights which are Panimim and Makifim. So these things have been going together a long time. As one refers really pretty much to Kalim, the other one to lights. Let's go to the next one. He said, so where you have the situation, when you talk about the Kriya Shema Karbanot, he reaches then the Makifim of Ima. And only the tzaddik of the Katnas of Abba. So therefore, when he comes to the word echad, he's now receiving the lamed mem dekatnas to Abba. A chaser though, which was missing. He was missing that. Imashisha kitzvos the tzaddik the godless the belvad, and also so that's the level that he receives at that point, together with the 6 kitzvos of godless of Ima. Only that. That's what he gets. That's the shear here on the Kriya Shema. On this, I think it's the 28th, 29th day. Let me just check it on my phone here. At any rate, we're at the end. We're at the end of cheshvon, bar flesh.